Hello and a very good day everyone. So today we will learn how we can actually use this particular database, and from this particular database I want to produce a dashboard. What we are looking right now is we do have OPEX report, expenses report, operating expenses, where we do have the dates column, we do have the departments, the divisions, expenses category and RM. So from here, what I want to know is, I want to know which department has the highest expenditure, which category is the highest and whatnot. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to go to this Power BI and I'm going to click on import data from Excel. Why I choose import data from Excel? Because the particular location, the location of the information is located in an Excel. So I need to click on import data from Excel. Then what I'll do is, I'll just go to the desktop, depending on where you save, desktop, 27 July, I'm going to click this, and then over here, I'm going to select File 1 Simple Dashboard. I press Open. So once I press Open, what happens is, you will notice that a box will appear. So what you need to do is, you need to tick this worksheet. Selecting this will not help you to press Load and Transform. What you need to do is, you need to tick the worksheet. Once you tick the worksheet, then the next step is you press Load. Once you press Load, what it happens is, the information will be loaded immediately, loaded terus to Power BI. So now once it has been loaded terus, what you need to see is, you want to actually produce some visuals. So over here got several different visuals. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to expand this, and I'm going to expand the date hierarchy. So we do have date, year, quarter, month, day. Over here we have department, expenses and RM. So I'm going to choose clustered column chart. I'm going to click on the department and I'm going to click on the RM. So what you'll notice is, we understand that the finance and accounting department has the highest expenditure. Finance and accounting has the highest expenditure. And what I want to do here is, here we have legend. So what I want to put is, I want to put the month. So I tick the month. So once I tick the month, what happens is, the month will appear as x-axis. I'm going to drag this and put here over the legend. So automatically we can understand. So we have business development, we have finance and accounting, we have human resource, we have sales and marketing. So what we understand is, for finance and accounting, we have almost the same figure. But for human resource, we notice there is a sharp increase. Same thing goes to sales, same thing goes to business development. And then what I want to do next is, I want to know by small multiples. So I put the expenses, put it over here. So once I put it over here, here we have computer expenses, office expenses, staff costs. So what I want to do is, I'm going to click this over here, format your visual, and then over here we have small multiple. Why? Because I don't want this space, I don't want this wrong. Wrong ni saya tak nak. So I go to small multiple. Instead of 2 row, I'll just put 3 row and I'll put here 1 column. So automatically we will have 3 different rows, and we do notice that we only have 1 column. Next thing is, my manager wants to know the label. So I go to data label, I turn on. So here we can see like 31,000, 38,000, 61,000, 64,000. So this is the data. So apparently what happened is, we notice that there is an increase but decrease for human resource, and there's a sharp increase for sales and marketing. Why here it shows 0 for sales marketing, especially in January? Because in my Excel file over here, the sales marketing computer expenses shows 1, 2, 3. So just say you want to change the number. Instead of 1, 2, 3, maybe I put here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if you notice, I changed to a big number. When you change and make any changes, the first step is you need to save. So if you just say you have auto save, it will be fine. But if just say there's not an auto save, you need to save first. Once you click save, then what you need to do is, you go to your Power BI and you click refresh. So once you click refresh, what happens is, it will pop up over here. So now we can understand it is 0.12 million or 123,000. So if just say you want to change maybe to 30,000. So what I'll put is, I'll put here 30,000. And then after that, I just click here refresh. So once I press refresh, automatically, okay, wait, let me just save first. I haven't saved. So I click save and then I refresh. So once I click refresh, automatically it changes. That's how it reads and so on. So we can see, okay, like business development, it increases. That means month on month there's an increase. Finance and accounting, we notice increase, but there's a decrease in staff costs. Human resource, sharp increase in staff cost, and here maybe we can assume there's a rotation or promotion, inter-transfer or department and so on. So for human resource, there's a decrease in computer expenses, and sales and marketing, there is a decrease in staff cost, but other than that, there's an increase. So most of it has been an increase except for finance and accounting staff costs, and then if we look carefully, there's a decrease in sales and marketing staff costs. That's how we can actually derive things. And also in human resource, there's a decrease in computer expenses. Okay, so right now we have this visual. I want to change the title, so I'll just go to general, and the title I'll put here, okay, OPEX monthly performance by department and categories. Okay, so you want to change the grammar accordingly, up to you. And I want to put middle align, so put here center align, and then I want to put the size here 20. Okay, so now we have changed accordingly, so let me just adjust. Okay, so now this one I'll change this, then I go to visual. My manager don't want the sum of RM, sum of RM, sum of RM. So under the y-axis, I can actually off the title, and the values I can actually put it as black color, not the gray color. I can actually do the same for the y-axis, x-axis, sorry. So x-axis also I change to black color. Okay, and then over here we do have this x-axis, y-axis. The data label also I want to change. That means I go to data label. Okay, data label, let it be as it is. But for the small multiple also I want to change. So small multiple, over here the title, I'll just put here black color. Okay, so we have changed accordingly, and I want to do the same for legend as well. So legend also I change to black color. Okay, so we have changed accordingly. Next, what I want to do is I want to create a slicer over here, a pie chart over here. So I click the pie chart, and then what I'll do is I'll just stick on the expense category and RM. So what we understand is the major player or the major cost is basically the staff cost. So the staff cost incurs about 40% or 41% of the total OPEX. So when I click over here, you'll notice that we can see the staff cost performance, and when I click over here, we can see the computer expenses. When I click over here, you'll notice this is office expenses. So this is how you can actually play around to just play around the data and so on. Okay, so now this one, so I want to change this one. I want to write the apportionment of expenses category. So go to general, title, okay, apportionment of expenses category, and I put the size 20, center align, and yes, this is black color. And then of course I want to change the slice color also black color. So visual, detail slice, values, I put here 12, so it looks bigger, and black color. And for the label also I want to change, the legend also I want to change to black color. So the text I put it as black color, and I want to put it as bottom left. There you go. So this is how you can see things. So this one I put here 30. Okay, so now your manager can read it, your manager can understand, okay, who is the highest, what is the by segment performance. We can see, okay, monthly and so on. Next thing is what I want to do is I want to create a title. So I click a text box, I just put it over here, and let me just change. Okay, so over here what I want to write is I want to write OPEX Performance Report. OPEX means operating expenses report. And then I will highlight the words. I'll put the size as just say 40. I will just center align, and I'll go to the effects. I change to dark blue. And then after that over here I change to white color font. There you go. So this is the reporting. So we have a proper report on the OPEX performance. You can actually create multiple pages to see like what is the performance by department, by categories, and so on. Alright, so now we get the data, we get an understanding. So this is the reporting, and then based on this given data, what we can do is we can actually export to PDF. So just by pressing Ctrl P, what happens is it will export to PDF. So automatically it will have the PDF copy. So where we have the title, we have the monthly, we have these details over here. So let me just recap again. What we did is we actually prepare a clustered column chart over here. So just say when I click here, as I zoom outwards, you notice this is the x-axis, which represents the department or the divisions. The sum of RM is over here, and then we have the legend, which is the month, that means January, February, and expense category appears in a small multiple, that means in several pecahan, several multiples. What is tooltip? Well, tooltip is basically what you are pointing. That means just say I drag the RM, I put at the tooltip. So over here, what happen is it will show me 2 RM over here. So what I'll do is I'll just click here, I'll put show value as percentage of grand total. So meaning to say when I click over here, it will show me that okay, this one incurs about 5%. But of course right now it shows sum of RM. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put here RM, and over here I'll just put here percentage allocation. The answer is percentage. Okay, so this one is I'll put here OPEX RM. So now you see I change OPEX RM and I change allocation. So when I put my mouse or pointer over here, you will notice it will show OPEX RM, which is about 30,000, and allocation is about 2.4%. And if just say you want it to appear in accounting format, you click this RM and then you click this 1000 separator over here. So what happened is, just say I click over here, now it shows me okay, OPEX is 72,000, which is equals about 6% or 5.79%. When I put my mouse over here, the pointer, it shows that 96,000 is the OPEX, and it gets about 7% of the total expenditure. So this is how Power BI can show to us and so on. So this is actually how we can actually prepare a dashboard reporting based on the given database.